Hello everyone, I'm Rupert and let us talk about money. I am a senior financial consultant from Affinity Partners. Today, I will be talking about the death payout policy, a policy that doesn't really benefit you, except giving you a peace of mind that your loved ones are well taken care of after you are gone. Do you know? Most of us have one policy in Singapore that provides death benefits. It is the Dependent Protection Scheme, commonly termed as DPS. It provides 70,000 sum assured until you are 59 and 55,000 for the remaining 5 years. What's even better is that you can use your CPF OA or SA to pay for the premiums. That being said, this policy is optional, and some people have terminated it without knowing what it is. One interesting observation I have noticed from my clients is that they usually don't have a problem buying death benefit policies, but they give many rejections to not buy any critical illness policy. In fact, some of them don't even need this large death benefit, but they bought it anyways. I think it boils down to two reasons. Number one, they don't know how this works, but they buy it because they feel good when they have a policy with so many zeros. Number two is to them is they got buy can already lor. Cheapest and highest coverage possible. I wouldn't exactly say that they have made a wrong decision because death is something certain. We will eventually reach that point. But have they thought about where their money will go after they are gone? There are actually three ways to determine that. Number one is according to your will if you have one. And number two, if you don't have a will, your policy will distribute according to your nomination. And number three, if you do not have a will or nomination, it will be determined by the Interstate Succession Act. For will and nomination, you can choose where the money goes. But what about the Interstate Succession Act? The Interstate Succession Act has 9 rules. Number one, if you have a spouse, but no living parents or children, everything goes to your spouse. And number two, if you have spouse and children, your spouse will have half of your estate. And number three, which is adding to number two, your children will have equal share of the other half of your estate. And number four, if you have spouse and living parents, but don't have children, your spouse will get half of your estate. And number five, which is adding to number four, both your parents will get equal portion of the other half. And number six, if you don't have a spouse, parents, and children, your siblings and your deceased siblings' children will get equal portion of your estate. And number seven, which is on top of number six, if you don't have any siblings also, your grandparents will get your estate in equal portion. And number eight, which is on top of number seven, if you don't have grandparents, your uncle and auntie will get your estate in equal portion. And number nine, on top of number eight, if you don't have any uncle or auntie, it also means that you have no family members. Then your estate will be given to the government. Now you know that the death payout doesn't go into your pocket. So why do people still need to buy this policy? The reason ultimately falls back to this one word, which is love. You buy this policy because you love the people around you, and you don't want their life to be affected financially after you are gone. The most common reason is that you want your family's debt to be cleared so that it will not financially burden your family. Debts like your car, loans, mortgages, or even your funeral costs. Another reason will be that you want your children's expensive university school fee to be taken care of. This is in the event that when you have to leave this world before they are graduated. There are many examples of how this money can help your loved ones after you are gone. You can say that this is your final gift to them. Hopefully, you'll be remembered and deeply loved for that. Unfortunately, some others may not understand the need for this policy, and their families suffers after they are gone, especially for families that depend on sole breadwinners. If this sole breadwinner is gone, the family will lose their income source. On top of that, as he has no insurance payout, the family will be sent into a financial crisis. If you are a family member of this sole breadwinner, won't you resent him for causing the family suffering due to poor planning? If you are this sole breadwinner, I believe you will feel terrible too. Because despite working so hard to feed the family while you are still alive, the family still resents you after you are gone. I believe nobody wants to be in this shoe. So, if you have not done any planning for this, please do so. You can message me in my Instagram to arrange an appointment for free, and I'll assist you in the process. For death payout policy, there are actually many kinds. Some examples are term, investment-linked policy, whole life, and universal life. Each of them have their own characteristics, pros and cons, suitable for different life stages and purposes. End of the day, each policy will pay out a sum of money to your family after you are gone. For the claim process, this can have many scenarios, and different scenarios need different documents. But in general, your family has to print the claim form and ask the doctor to fill in. And please keep any documents, news article, police report relating to the death. And I want to highlight that it is very important for your family members to know your financial consultant, so he can guide and assist your family on the claim process. And more importantly, for them to find out what policy you have from the consultant. I am saying this because I have come across a case that the whole family has no idea whether their deceased family member have any kind of policy from any insurer or not. In the end, we have to check with all the insurers one by one to find out. And do you know how many insurers are there in Singapore? This is a very tedious process. In summary, today I have shared how your estate will be distributed, what is the purpose of this policy, and the purpose of letting your family know your consultant. If you wish to look into this policy, you can message me in my Instagram and we can arrange an appointment to discuss further. My next video will be talking about micro critical illness policy. If you want to learn more, just subscribe to my channel or follow me in Instagram. Do not miss out on the content that I will be sharing, which will definitely benefit you and your wallet. Goodbye.